Hello, Gemini, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, so this is going to be your October monthly spread. So let's see what is going on with the sign of Gemini. What is happening with the sign of Gemini in the month of October? Past, present, future. What is happening with the sign of Gemini? Okay. Okay. Alright guys, let's see what is going on here. Okay. So the energy that you guys have for this month is the Six of Cups, okay? So you could be thinking a lot about the past, something that was important to you in the past. For some of you, maybe that was a fire sign that you were dealing with, okay? A Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. But they could be on your mind, and there could be some sense of maybe you waiting on them or having to be patient with a situation that has that involves this person, okay? But I do feel that there's a clarity that you guys are coming to, all right? And that you are taking a higher ground and that you're building and you're propelling yourself forward in a very positive way this month. So let's see what's going on here, okay? Now, the first card that you guys have for the past is the Six of Wands. All right, so with the Six of Wands, there's something in the past that you saw it as a victory. You saw it as something really, really good and exciting in your life. Okay, Three of Wands. You know, something that you may have been waiting on. Something awesome, you know, waiting for your ship to come in, and it happens and you feel that victory. Okay, with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, there could have been a fire sign. Again, this fire sign keeps coming up. A fire sign that you were dealing with that was maybe unreliable. And guys, this could be any sign. I do realize that this is a general reading for thousands of people, okay? But with this Knight of Wands in the reverse, it could have been a fire sign or just any sign. It could have been you guys as well. That was very, very charming, but not reliable. If this comes to love, you know, then this is someone who's probably seeing more than one person. Someone who's very charming, but you know, again, seeing more than one person. And there could have been a secret here that came out where, you know, you guys come and you cut this person out, although you still feel that you may still have unfinished business with them, okay? But there is something new that you start that has you guys avoid, you know, any tension or problems in the situation, okay? Now, the next card that you guys have for your past is the Eight of Cups. All right, so with the Eight of Cups, you moved away from something that you were emotionally invested in. It could have been a person, job, you know, any sort of situation here. Seven of Pentacles. You moved away and, you know, you were being patient. Maybe you were still waiting on this person, or maybe you were just waiting on something good. But with the Hierophant here, you know, you moving away from whatever this was divine order. This is something that just had to happen. And with whatever you walked away from, the universe had your back on that move, okay? So that's really good, guys. The next card that you have, or the last card rather, that you have for your past is the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So there is a burden that you released by, you know, turning your back on a person or a situation. With the Four of Cups, you know, maybe this person wanted something from you, but you're not accepting that offer. You know, you're dropping that, you're dropping the baggage of that. Or maybe something new came in, but you weren't ready to accept the new offer just yet. Okay, Page of Wands in the reverse. So this could be that same person, because they are coming off as a fire energy. So it could be that person offering you something and you're just not taking it, okay? All right, but you're thinking a lot here, all right? You've released this burden, but, you know, you could be losing sleep at night. You could have been anxious about it, you know, questioning yourself, is this the right move? Now, just keep in mind, guys, that with this card, this is all mental, all right? This is something that we could choose to avoid. Okay, stressing out about a situation, it's not going to help, you know, bring a solution to it. So if there's a situation that's happening, if there's something that's really bad that you're worried about, ask yourself, okay, what is the solution to this? How can I fix this? If there's really nothing you can do, then stressing, you know, It's not going to help. It's not going to bring you to a better place. But if there is a resolution, if there is something that you could do, then focus on that. Put your energy in that resolution as opposed to worrying about what the problem was, okay? You got to feed your energies, and you got to feed into the positive of every situation, okay? So, yeah, there's a new start that happens here in the past. I feel that you cut out something that wasn't good for you. You cut out something that was kind of just dead weight, and you moved forward. Now, in your present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So if there's any sort of money problems that you were having, or any sort of rejection that you felt, you are getting out of that, okay? You are, feeling better in that sense. And you're standing your ground here. If there's someone you moved away from, or a situation you walked away from, you're really standing your ground here. Although you may not feel strong. Or, again, this is the card for Leo. So if some of you were dealing with a Leo, then maybe that Leo is upset. Okay? Upset that you're moving on from the situation and still standing your ground and being strong about it. Because with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, you see everything for what it is. Okay? The next card here is the Five of Cups, which is about loss and sadness. But let's see why this card is here. All right, we have the King of Swords in the reverse, which is your energy. So there's something here that may be happening in your present moment that is really throwing you guys off. This could be you guys just acting reckless in a sense. Of course, it could be the other person that takes this energy, but, this being a Gemini reading and this being, a card for air signs, I'm going to assume it's you guys. So something that just has you really upset, kind of acting tyrannical in a sense, only worrying about what's going to be good for you and not the other person. Let me get another card here. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay? So there's a secret here that comes out. Okay? Something that you're feeling a loss over. Now, it could have to do with someone that you cut off and you left behind. Okay? Because with the Three of Swords in the reverse, this is a card about someone that you may still be holding on to emotionally, someone that you may have walked away from already, but you could be telling the world, oh yeah, like I'm not worried about this person, they don't mean anything to me, like I've moved on, I'm happy. But you could find out something about them that bothers you, okay? And this could be someone that you left behind, someone that you broke up with, someone that you're not talking to, and this could make you feel that that you still have feelings for them, or that there's still some sort of unfinished business with them. But what I will say is you do drop that, any sort of negativity you had or any sort of loss that you feel, you do drop that and you do end up feeling extremely abundant, okay? And you guys go towards wish fulfillment. So this sadness you guys feel right now, I don't see it as a long-lasting energy, okay? I see it as just a moment, just something that you deal with at that time and you're able to move forward from it, okay? Or at least that's what I hope it's going to be for most of you. So the next card you have for your present moment is the Eight of Pentacles. So this could be you guys, just working a lot with your 9 to 5, but there's a huge change that happens here. Now this could be in reference to work. With the Tower card in the reverse, this is not something that you're changing within yourself. This is a person or a situation around you that is changing, but it's something that's going to affect you. So this could be a change within work. This could be, you working on something. Let me see here. For some of you, this could be something with work that you're working hard and there's a situation where you're able to kind of move forward from a certain situation. Maybe something that didn't happen here. Or you could be in a situation where there may have been something that you were trying to work on, but the person that you were dealing with switched up immensely. Okay, and you moved forward from the situation. You cut off any new starts that could have happened here. But behind all of this, I think that this is just remnants from the past and part of, the negativity that you may have cut out. Because you still have the Two of Cups right behind it. So there's something here that's not transpiring, but with the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, you're really building stability. You're building a strong foundation within yourself, okay? So this is really good. All right. Yeah. It shows that the only thing that's really holding you guys back is something that you're moving away from, that you may still be emotionally invested in. But I see beautiful things coming in. So if whatever you're emotionally invested in, if it wasn't helping you be your best version, then I suggest just leaving that in the past, okay? Go towards whatever's going to be most nourishing. You know, when we walk away from situations, I know it's hard. You know, I know it can be painful. But you guys have to ask yourself, was this person bringing out the absolute best in me? Was this person going to help me take over the world? Was this person going to help me, you know, stabilize my life and, you know, put my best foot forward in life? Okay? And if the answer is no, then be strong in your strut as you walk away, okay? Now, the first card that you have for the future is a Fool card in the reverse. So there may be a situation where it's like there's a risk that you don't want to take, or you could get yourself into a troubling situation. Okay, let's see here. Let me get one more card because I want to see what direction this is going to go in. Okay. So there's a foundation that you're building. Again, you know, you're building something, but there's news that comes out, okay? Something that's unexpected in a sense. With the Nine of Cups in the reverse, it could be something that dissatisfies you for a moment, and it could have something to do with a water sign, okay? Something where they're being manipulative towards you and things are unbalanced. And if you guys do have an earth sign in your life, this could be something that upsets that earth sign, because I'm seeing two earth cards, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, and they're both in the reverse, okay? So there could be bad judgment that's made, or an offer that's made that you look at it as, you know, this could be bad, but you guys do end up doing the right thing. You do end up building in a positive way. With the Judgment card, you do end up making the right choice, and with the Justice card, you do end up doing the right thing, okay? And you still have this passionate new start here. So there is something, you know, in the future that I feel is going to arise. Maybe it's an offer that you guys get that you turn down, or a situation that you look at and you're like, you know, this is just not something I want to get into. But that's the right thing. That's the right choice to make. Because with the Ten of Pentacles upright, you know, you could have a lot of money coming in. This could be an inheritance. This could be just you feeling very abundant in a situation. With the King of Pentacles in the reverse, this could be you guys, or this could be, again, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you're dealing with. But with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, that's someone, you know, the energy that that king has is someone who doesn't do things out of passion, but they kind of do it because they feel obligated in a sense. Or, you know, maybe you make a bad decision in the future that affects your money, but money still comes in and you're able to, you know, pick yourself back up quickly and make good judgments. Okay? Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can add with this combo, but I think that pretty much covers it. All right. The next card you guys have is the Page of Swords, which is you, all right? This is you guys being very, very direct with people, letting people know what's on your mind. I respect the Page of Swords because, you know, he's a good talker, or she's a good talker. You know, with anything. It could be something that's easy to talk about, or it could be a conversation that's kind of like unsettling, but you guys still get things done, okay? You guys are still able to speak your mind and get your point across, whether it's going to be an uncomfortable or comfortable situation. And you're coming out of your head about things. With the Eight of Swords in the reverse, any sort of mental traps that you felt or any sort of negativity you had in your mind, you're releasing it. You're letting it go. Okay? You're thinking clearly. You're thinking sharply. You have the Justice card. Life is just, you know, it's balancing out. Everything is good here. Okay? You're starting to see everything for what it is. So I see bad things that could be presented to you in the future, but I see you guys making the right choice and avoiding anything that's not going to serve you. Now, the last card you have here is the Five of Swords. Now, you know, in a lot of cases, the Five of Swords can have a negative connotation, you know, attached to it. But I also see this card as resiliency. I see this card as you guys getting through a tough situation and you're still standing. You're still having the sword in, you know, you still have the sword in your air, in the air, but it's like any adversities that may be thrown at you, you do, you handle it as gracefully as possible. All right? There's something here that you walk away from, or that you move away from, and it's something that may have been hard for you to move away from, okay? And with the Chariot card in the reverse, maybe you feel that you don't have control over the situation. But, this Four of Wands, it stays at the bottom of the deck, so you're still stable within all of this, even if there's a situation that you can't control. All right, the Two of Swords in the reverse, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's a decision that has to be made here. With the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe there's something that, I'm sorry, because I want a clear ending for you guys. So with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, there's conflict here. There's something that you're moving away from. But with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, this could be someone, acting like a leech or just draining your energy in a sense. But what I think this is going to be for most of you is either a reconciliation with someone from the past, or singles getting into a relationship, okay? I think that that's what it's going to be, because I feel that there's something you cut off. Again, this fire energy keeps coming in. So there is, there's someone that you cut off, or there's a situation concerning a fire sign possibly that you cut off. But with, cutting this person off, you have a new start, and bam, okay, the Wheel of Fortune. So just, you guys just have to know that whatever you're moving away from, you're making a good choice. I see you guys being very moral and very just in what you're doing. And at the end of the day, no matter what happens, no matter who you move away from, life is going to open in a beautiful way. So at the end of the month, despite any adversities that you had gone through, you guys get the last laugh, all right? You guys get that last win, okay? So things do propel forward for you. All right, that's awesome, Gemini. I love that reading, and I think that this is a very positive reading. And sometimes with Gemini, I don't always get the most positive readings, so I'm really, really happy, okay, guys? All right, so let's see what your advice is. Now, I use this deck every time I do my monthly or mid-months Earth Magic Oracle deck by Stephen D. Farmer. Okay, so what is the guidance for the sign of Gemini for the month of October? What is the guidance for the sign of Gemini for the month of October? Let's see what pops up for you guys. Okay. All right, so you guys have two cards that fell here. So I'll acknowledge both. Okay. Sorry, let me put these cards away. Okay, so I'm going to acknowledge both of these. So you have breach and you have breathe. Okay, so I'm going to read you the advice portion in the book to see what direction, this wants to guide you in. So let's start with forest, since that's the first one alphabetically. Okay. Your breathing is too shallow. Although it may feel natural, it is an unhealthy habit that causes this shortness of breath. When you subconsciously shorten your breath, no matter if this is a habitual or triggered by some event or circumstance, it activates certain physiological signals that prepare your system for fight or flight. Another conditioned response to perceived danger is to hold your breath. This is your survival response, although it does not serve you to do so. So breathe, inhale deeply, regardless of your concerns, worries, or problems. Then let it go. Next, allow yourself to breathe a little deeper and slower a few times. Remember that every breath you inhale is a gift, and every breath you exhale is a gift. The forest is a clear reminder of how this works. Okay? So I think, that resonates very well with you guys, because There's something that may be troubling for you. There's something that you're moving away from, that although you're moving towards something good, it could be something that you think about that keeps you worried, and maybe there is some emotional attachment to that. But I think what you guys really need to realize is that you can't control other people and other situations. If something didn't work out, then, thank the universe that you saw it. Okay, because things that are truly meant for you, you guys aren't going to have to fight and stress and go through so much bullshit for it, okay? So if it didn't work out, just breathe. If you had to move away, just breathe. If you're unhappy with the outcome, just breathe. Know that nothing is ever a coincidence. If someone or something had to leave your life, it's because you're being prepared for something else. And the amount of pain that is caused to you in a certain situation is the amount of growth that is going to come from that. I always say, the bigger your pain, the bigger your destiny. If you guys have been going through things that are very, very troubling, and it's like, when is this shit going to be over? Just know that there's something really big ahead of you, and that's why you're going through it, because you have to be prepared for what's coming in. All right? The next card that you guys have is Breach. All right, so let's see what this card's about. Okay. It is time to take a break. Not just a coffee break, but a respite from the usual environment you find yourself in. That trip you wanted to take? Go for it. Tired of being indoors? Make it a point to get outside. You have become so attached to your surroundings that you have created within them an illusion of safety. Yet it is not these things that make you feel safe. Rather, the familiarity you have imbued in your surroundings have generated this false sense of security. Taking time away from the familiar is literally about changing your external environment in a significant way, such as doing something unusual or perhaps something you have always wanted to experience. Another perspective is breaking through the barriers of belief that have constricted you in any way from being who you truly are. This is your opportunity to do some intentional breaching of those thought patterns, which will open you to different worlds and perspectives. Okay, so this is going right in alignment with what I just said. There's changes coming for you guys. And you may be leaving a situation where, because of what you had to leave behind, you're unsure of how to move forward. Maybe you don't see that Wheel of Fortune activating just yet into your life. But, you're moving forward. You're in a place where you're able to just learn, okay? You're able to be in a place of solitude, that you're able to, breathe better in a sense. Now, what did it say here? I'm sorry, because it's something that they said. Okay. Yes, with the environment's changing. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. So your environment is changing a lot. And, at the end of your reading, I did pull the Chariot in the reverse. So where things are moving quickly and they're moving fast, and there may be that, unsettling feeling like, I don't have control of what's going on. You guys do have control, okay? Control is just a matter of your mind. You can control your mind. You can control how you react to certain things. You're in complete control of yourself and all the situations around you, all right? So be open to the change that's coming. Don't worry too much about what you had to walk away from. Just keep in mind that the place that you're going, it's going to be beautiful, all right? And again, don't stress yourself out over anyone that you couldn't control, out of any situation that didn't transpire the way that you wanted it to, because you guys are moving towards something good. Now you just have to get to that place where you find that stability within yourself, that you find that, safety net within yourself, and be sure that what you're leaving behind, it's okay. It was a good thing to leave behind. You learned the lessons that you had to. And life is about to take you on a really good journey, so you have to be ready for that. Okay? So don't be hard on yourselves. If something didn't work out, don't hate yourself. Don't talk negatively about yourself. Just say that if it was something that was meant to be in your life, it would still be there. Okay? So let's embrace the future and let's embrace the new. So that's really beautiful, guys. Now, 3 quick things I did want to let you guys know. First thing is, I will be in New York doing a meet and greet October 26th and 27th. Now, this is going to be done in White Plains, New York. That is in Westchester County for anyone who's from New York. And the tickets are limited. I'll put a link in the description, only because with the ticket, what it will buy you is a 1-hour meet and greet with me. So in this hour, we'll talk, chill, just, good vibes. I'll read your cards. You guys are able to bring up to 2 other people with you for this meeting. So yeah, it's just, I really just want to get to know you guys and, interact with you guys on a more personal level. So it's something I'm really excited about. And again, I'll leave that link in the description. Also, I'm doing one-on-one tarot sessions as well, Skype sessions, or FaceTime for those who have it, okay? Now, this is for all levels, whether you're beginner, advanced, intermediate, whatever you guys want to do. You just want to, throw cards with one another. But in the description, I will put all the information about that, and the cards that I do recommend if you guys are beginners and you've never, touched a tarot deck before. There are decks that I do suggest there. And then last but not least, for those who do want a personal reading with me, please just give me up to 7 to 10 days at most, okay? I do try to get everything back within 5 days, but if you do get a reading, I see every email that comes in. Sometimes, I'm just so busy that I can't respond right away. But if you use PayPal and you send me an email to highvibrations44@gmail.com, I promise you I will see it. Just be patient with me. And if you have something that's really, really pressing, I do suggest same-day emergency reading, okay? So those I always get out within 24 hours, okay? So that's definitely the best way to go if you guys have something pressing. Other than that, if you do get a reading, please don't email me harassing me for the reading, because it just makes me really, really nervous, and I'm a type of person that I kind of like crack under pressure. So it kind of slows me down, and it does the opposite of me getting the readings out faster. So yeah, wait until the 11th morning to message me if that's the case. But other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will be back in a few days with your love readings, all right? Keep it up, Gemini. You guys are doing awesome. Take care.